Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for the preview for Arsenal's game against Leeds United. Leeds versus Arsenal in the Premier League at Elland Road, and it's gonna be one of those difficult games, isn't it? Yeah, I bet you is because it's Arsenal. What do you expect? It's Mikel Arteta at the wheel, even though it should be an easy game. But there you go. Got Luke off
I'm here. Yeah.
Right. Big up. This is Luke. This is Luke off, and this is Lucas live.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. And thanks for inviting me on for this Leeds United preview, man.
Yeah. So, Arsenal Leeds. Now, if we're talking about last year, it was a car crash last year, right? No thanks to Pepe. Yeah, it was a car crash last year. Leeds were playing very well, but well, is it going to be the same this year? I don't know.
Who knows, mate? Who knows, mate? The game might go ahead. It probably won't. I think the game probably will go ahead, but I wouldn't be surprised. But big up Charlie Millen, and hope you keep him well. And but no, as I was saying, no, I think it's going to be a difficult game. Don't get me wrong. And I think my thoughts on the game. This isn't going to be. Why is everybody thinking, right? Oh yeah, AFTV is saying, oh yeah, we're going to win 6 or 7-0 and all that. No. This is a different.
Can you stop mentioning channels, please?
Stephen, it's fine.
No, don't, please.
Right. Anyway, as I was saying, right. I'm sorry. Anyway, as
other channels are available, but please, just other channels.
Right, anyway, I know. But anyway, as I was saying, I think it's going to be a difficult game. I think Leeds are going to be playing some decent attacking football. Bielsa's a very good manager. I just feel the thing is, it's going to be a difficult game. I think it's going to be different compared to last year. Last year was no fans in the stadium. Leeds were absolutely brilliant in the game. We were just poor. We scraped a 0-0 draw. Mate, last year, I can't remember what I said in my stream last year during that 0-0 draw against Leeds, but Pepe getting sent off, I think, was that even the end of the career of Nicolas Pepe? Well, it wasn't, but I'm hearing rumours tomorrow Pepe could be involved in the squad, could be starting tomorrow against Leeds. That's what I've been hearing. So technically, I hope he does, and that'd be good because it's an opportunity for him to get some minutes under the belt before Tuesday's game against Sunderland in the Carabao Cup. But no, I think it'd be a difficult game. Like, Leeds are no mugs. Leeds, I'm quite surprised this season that they're very terrible. When they first came back to the Premier League, I think it was 2 seasons ago, Leeds, they were good. They beat teams. They got a draw against Manchester United, I think it was that. And they got a draw against Arsenal. Manchester City, I think they beat City away last season as well. So Leeds are no mugs. But this season, it's just like they're fighting for relegation. It feels like they're on the verge of going back to the Championship again. And Leeds this season have had injuries. Patrick Bamford, massive blow. Calvin Phillips, quality footballer. I'd take him alongside Thomas Partey. I think he's better than Thomas Partey, in my opinion. And
whoa.
So, but no, I think it'd be difficult.
He's not better than Thomas Partey,
mate. On form, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Not
yes,
quality.
Partey.
Put him on the same under the same manager. No way.
But you look at Manchester United. Manchester United wants someone like Calvin Phillips or Declan Rice, mate. They're performing better than Thomas Partey.
Not right now, they're not.
Partey, right, over Calvin Phillips. Mate, we need someone.
They're not performing right now. Where are they?
Mate, Calvin Partey's been poor as well.
Yeah, Calvin where are Leeds in the
same? He might not be the same as he was.
Yeah, but the midfield is the centerpiece of the whole thing. Good. Midfield dictates the game. Where's Leeds midfield most of the game? Why against Man City? Got teared apart 7-0.
Mate, that was Manchester City, mate.
Yeah, but like they beat them 3-2 like their own stadium last season. That's what you want about.
Yeah, but the end.
Not just Man City.
Yeah, but Stephen, at the end of the day.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Like, where's Calvin Phillips? What's he been doing recently? Fuck all.
Yeah, but he's a quality footballer.
Yeah, that makes sense because he's
in a
now where
heartbeat.
5 points from the drop zone and doing fuck all. He's been
Because
shit
just
since he's
back
come back
from
to the
injury,
Euros,
He's
mate.
just come back
Why?
from
Because he
injury.
performed. Yeah, because he come back from the Euros getting to a final. Yeah, great. But we did win the final, and 2, like he's none of the finalists that were in that game played well. They haven't played well at all this season at all, not one. Like
Mate.
Thomas Partey's had bad performances, but he's not had so many bad performances compared to Calvin
So what
Phillips.
you're trying to say
Calvin Lewis throughout this season has been poor. Right, everyone's been expecting them to be pick up where they left off. They haven't. Right, they've been poor the start of this season, and
so
Calvin
what you're
Phillips
trying to
is
say
also
is,
one of them.
Stephen, what you're trying to say.
You can't say on form like Thomas Partey is not as good because at the minute we're sitting in 5th or 4th wherever. Like, and those had a bad few games, right? And don't forget me, I'm not Arteta's biggest frigging lover. I'm not Partey's biggest lover anyway. But when I sit there and look at the games, I see a few bad performances from Partey, but then I see also very good performances from Partey.
Recently, I
At
like
the
Thomas
moment,
Partey. Don't
yeah,
get
but
me
at the
wrong.
minute,
Recently
no,
he's
but
been
at the
shit.
minute, hang on, let me finish. But at the minute, when I see Calvin Phillips, 5 points better for the relegation zone, he's done nothing. He's done nothing. I ain't seen him at all. And then he goes get spanked 7-0. So nah, man, he's not as good as Thomas Partey. Not even on form. No way.
Partey is slowing our midfield. The only
No,
problem with Thomas Partey
Xhaka is
that
slowing
Mikel
our
Arteta
midfield.
is putting him in the wrong position.
Xhaka. No. There's a
Yeah,
difference.
Partey as well.
Xhaka. No. Xhaka is losing it. Xhaka. It's not. It's not. It's not Partey.
It's Granit Xhaka as well.
It's not Partey because when Partey's was longer, we were a lot faster, right? So it's not like it's sorry it's not Thomas Partey because he's with Lokonga and he's faster. He's with Maitland Niles. He's faster. Every time he plays Xhaka, slows down.
He's lagging. He's lagging. Stephen, you're lagging.
I ain't lagging. What are you lagging? Big up King Tony. Big up Stephen and Luca. What are you getting from Santa Claus? Arteta's P45. Alright. So yeah, I'm sorry. No, like I'm not having that because he's decent. He's been decent all season.
Yeah, but Stephen, look, at the end of the day,
You can't blame Thomas Partey's slowness when Xhaka's in the goddamn team. Every time Xhaka's not in the team, every time Partey's out of the presence of Xhaka and we've got Lokonga on the pitch, they're a lot faster.
Lokonga's a better footballer than Xhaka. Arteta's killing Lokonga's confidence now.
Yeah, but Lokonga's already been bought in, being known that he's already playing like P45s.
Yeah, he's born in as a backup.
He's already been bought in. Sorry, like to say you're playing on the bench or you're getting your P45s in the story. Like, unless Xhaka's injured, you're only there to help Xhaka. That's it. Because Xhaka's got the turning.
Xhaka's not getting injured anytime soon, so he hardly gets injured. That was just a long-term injury, right? Xhaka's turning into the Titanic.
Yeah, I know he's a Titanic, right? But that's why I said it's Xhaka's problem, not freaking Partey's. Because whenever Partey plays with someone else, he's fucking quick.
Recently, he's been crap. The problem with Thomas' problem is the manager, right?
Yeah,
the manager
do you know what the problem is? Do you know what the problem is? It's Xhaka. Xhaka's a big problem. Every time Xhaka gets in the team, he turns to shit.
Remember that Europa League game when Partey made his debut away from home? I can't exactly what game it was. I can't remember.
What game was that?
It was last season. I can't remember, but it was last season. Partey was bossing the midfield, winning headers.
Hang on a minute. You're playing Europa League. Hang on a minute. You're saying our fixtures last season.
I think it was a group stage.
Oh, don't count the group stage, man.
Come on, man. It's performance.
Not the group stages.
Come on,
that's a piss poor. That's a piss poor.
It is, Stephen. It is
shit. They're shit.
Okay,
they're shit, man.
Yeah, but it's still performance.
You can't. Nah, man. No, I'm not having that. Like, come on. Like, let's have a look at the results. Where's the results? Any competition, any season. Let's go back to 2020-21. Let's go back to Europa League. Villarreal, Slavia Prague, Olympiacos, Benfica, Dundalk, Rapid Vienna. Was it Rapid Vienna away?
Yes.
You're using a game against Rapid Vienna as an example.
Mate, it doesn't matter what team you play against.
Come on, man. Come on, man. No. Use one that is actually played a good.
Mate, remember his masterclass at Old Trafford last year?
Was it? Yeah, it wasn't like they were. Yeah, but they were just as shit as we were. We were both shit.
Yeah, they're the shit manager. Okay, at the time.
Marley, how are you?
Big up,
The
Marley.
Jesus hair is back.
Yeah, it shows up every. I'm good. How are you guys?
Like he's trying to say Partey's like not as good as Calvin Phillips.
This season, he probably hasn't been. But
Charlie.
when you look at his career, yeah. Can you not hear me? I'm here.
No, Marley.
I can hear you.
Yeah, he was saying that Partey's not as good as Calvin Phillips.
At the minute, this season, where Leeds are 5 points above the relegation zone, we're 4th, 5th, somewhere like that. He's saying Partey's not as good as Calvin Phillips.
I haven't been watching Leeds games to say that. Partey hasn't been good. He's one of our worst players this season and the season before as well.
He's not been that bad.
He's getting better, mate, but he has been one of our worst players this season. That's a fact. But he's not been as bad. It's not been as bad as Calvin Phillips. I'm not sure. Has Calvin Phillips been bad this season? I'm not.
Well, they're 5 points of relegation zone. What does that tell you?
Mate, every now and then there's a team like where 1 or 2 players are playing well, but the rest of the team is shit. Then like they fight for relegation.
Yeah, but if you're in the central field, it's like that's the main area you need to work on. That's like the main area that controls everything.
Sure, mate, but if the goalie's just letting everything in, and if the strikers are not scoring any goals, like he can't make everything happen.
Yeah, I severely doubt that. No, if he said Xhaka, I totally agree with him.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips better than Xhaka.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips is better than Xhaka. I'll take Calvin Phillips and Xhaka.
In a heartbeat, mate.
What?
I take Calvin Phillips in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and I'd swap him for Xhaka, not for Partey.
I'll swap anyone for Granit Xhaka. I'd swap my leg. I'll swap my legs for Granit Xhaka if I fucking had to.
That can be arranged. Anyway, let's have a look. Has Nick Haikal, sorry, I've said that wrong, mate, but I do apologize. Martinelli or Saka?
Wow. Okay.
Martinelli for me. That goal last night. That goal was done Wednesday night. Fuck me.
Yeah, I mean
that was Henry.
At the moment, Martinelli's playing better. Saka has done more for Arsenal, but I do feel like Martinelli has a higher ceiling.
Yeah, but I do feel that I think they're both the same ceiling. It's just the problem is that Saka's been overworked. So he's not producing the performances he did produce because he's overworked. He's always overworked. So, like, but I'm not denying Martinelli's not a talent. Martinelli, for fuck, mate, like, mate, you know what I mean? You know what I love about, Partey. Like,
he's special.
He's Luke, yeah.
Shut. Stephen, what's your name? Stevie Wonder.
That would be Static.
I'm going to stay silent. Like,
fully fit.
What are you sharing?
Huh?
Luca, what are you sharing?
You'll see. You'll see.
What are you on about?
You'll see.
I have no clue what's happening here, guys.
No, I won't see because I ain't sharing it. There you go. He's trying to share something. I ain't got a clue what he's on about. There you go. A fully fit Partey firing blows Phillips out the water. Yeah, he's got a point.
Oh, absolutely.
He's got a point. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Martinelli in all day. Henri's goal last night. Yeah, it was an Henri's goal. I mean, like, I mean, the biggest threat to Leeds are like one thing I like about Leeds, and the one thing that should make it easier is that they're very open. They play a certain way where it's very open play, and that's what I think has been hindering this season. I said this season, their second season, they're gonna have to tighten up because they're gonna struggle, right? But everyone's like, no, Bielsa plays it a different way. This, that, and the other. This is exactly what happened. I said exactly this, and I do feel like Bielsa needs to play a different way. But for Arsenal, this should be a lot easier because it's not so much they're so bad, they're so open. So there should be gaps for us to use, to fill, and to create. If we can't create in this game, we can't create in any game. Let's be honest, because they're that open. So, Marley, what do you say to it? Like, what's your take on it? Do you feel like Arsenal should be walking through this?
We should. We should. Like, when you look at the playing styles, it makes sense. We're also doing better overall. They're fighting for relegation right now, but our form outside of home has just been like
dog shit.
Zero. Yeah, like crap. Like I don't have the words to define that. So I can't get too confident when we're playing away, but it should be an easy win. You're right. Like, from the playing styles and the players that both teams have available, we should win easily.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously there's no Aubameyang yet again. Like, he hasn't even made the bus, I believe, which is good because you shouldn't get a say anyway. What do you feel, Marley, that's like the end of it now? Is that the end of Aubameyang? No.
I don't want to touch on that too much because I have a show where that's one of the topics coming up. But yes, the short answer is yeah. I don't think he's gonna go back to being as important as he has been for Arsenal in the past.
Okay.
He might play again, but I don't think he's ever gonna get that role again.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. Luca, what do you say about it?
Well, going into the Leeds game, like I said to you earlier,
talking about Aubameyang, to be honest.
Oh, about Aubameyang. All right. About Aubameyang. What's funny? About Aubameyang, right? I feel, like I said on my video, and if you go back and watch it again, I said he doesn't. I think it was the time for him to go. For the captaincy, it was the right time to strip him because 350 grand a week, right? And you're not performing on the pitch for a 32-year-old. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved Aubameyang when we first signed him. Every Arsenal fan loved him. When we got rid of Olivier Giroud, we got Aubameyang out of it. That was a good deal, and we needed a striker who was going to score goals. And Aubameyang coming in, made his debut in that 5-1 win under Arsene Wenger's last season in that Everton game. Good performance. And he won us the FA Cup last year. He was scoring goals. But my only problem is now, age is getting on now, and he's not performing. And ever since he signed that contract, I was one of those fans worrying, panicking, saying he wasn't going to stay. And if we didn't win that FA Cup like in 2020, he probably wouldn't be here by now. So technically, Aubameyang, I think it's time for him to do the right thing. And I'll give Mikel Arteta credit. Don't get me wrong, I am a Mikel Arteta out. But I will give him credit and all's due because he got Aubameyang stripped to the captaincy and it is the right thing. And he's dropped him tomorrow, I believe, against Leeds. I've not listened to Arteta.
Yeah, he has. He's gone for it. He's not gone for He's not gone with him.
But if he goes, like, he's not going to go in the January transfer window and he might go in the summer. And if we want to get rid of him, and if we want to get a young version striker in, I'd cash him in now. I'd get rid of him, right? But who's going to pay 350 grand a week for a 32-year-old, right, who's getting dropped? This is another Ozil 2.0 again, okay? And this is just a worry at the moment. And I just feel like I gave him. I remember I was doing a stream with Stephen in pre-season. And Stephen wanted him out, and I remember I was saying I'll give him until December or January to the transfer market. If he doesn't start hitting form, it's time to go. And this is where I started calling him out. Manchester United away at Old Trafford about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
Mate, it's like it was never going to change.
No, but
it was going to be one way or the other. You're either going to keep Aubameyang or you're going to keep the manager. Right? Simple as this. This is the point.
The thing is,
you're going to keep that because
those two, Stephen, you have to get rid of the manager.
Yeah, but the problem is this: that they're not going to give rid of the manager because they're so hell bent on keeping him. Right? And this is the point. Like Aubameyang performs when he gets multiple chances at scoring on goal. We hardly create any chances. So he's got no confidence to be able to build up on what he's doing, what he wants to do, which is go out and score goals. He's got no other way of playing. Right? So if you're not creating chances for him to score goals, right, he's not going to perform. End of story.
But
so this manager does create chances,
though. Arteta out, Stephen. Stephen, you are right there, but
I've said that for fucking ages. It's bloody obvious.
Say it again. That Aubameyang wants Arteta out.
Hang on a minute. It's just that the reason that I've said that for ages is because by the look of his body language on the pitch, right? By the look of the way he interacts in the game, he's not interested, right? Because he doesn't get the chances he created. All of a sudden, all these promises that he's been made by the manager have slowly disappeared, and he doesn't get the game time, the chances that were being created maybe under Emery. So that in that sense, like he literally doesn't give a shit about the manager. So it's the end of it. So like if you're gonna do it's either two things. You either keep Oba or you get rid of the manager. You have
to get rid of the manager, Stephen. But the manager's not going anywhere. So basically, for now, you have to say Aubameyang. You have to get rid of because my choice, your choice, Marley's choice would be probably get rid of the manager. But for now, if you have to pick now, you have to get rid of the player because the manager's not going anywhere. The board ain't going to sack him. So they believe in this manager.
Well, no, I'm the owner right now. I'm getting rid of both. I'm sorry, like I can't, Stephen. I can't understand how Aubameyang's form is on Arteta. I can't. He's missing chances in front of goal.
Like, does it come down to the manager though? Has he lost faith in the manager? Nobody knows. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Yes. So does it come down to the manager though? Is he not getting?
Yeah, but if you're a striker, if you're a professional footballer, aren't you supposed to bury the chances he's been missing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's very simple, guys. Like Aubameyang's supposed to be a clinical finisher that's really fast as well. He's losing his speed because he's aging. And he can't shoot anymore.
No.
Like, he can't shoot anymore. It's very simple. Like, you can't blame that on Arteta. Like, Aubameyang's supposed to be doing that, like, well, by himself without any help. Like, you can't. You can't.
Do you feel
Arteta or is he being coached right?
What?
Or is he being coached
right?
Dude, he doesn't need to be coached to score those goals, mate. That's what I'm saying.
But why was he playing on the left-hand side? And last season, we were all crying out for him to play on the middle, right? Where he played on the left-hand side in the 1920 season, right? And he was scoring goals. He even scored 2 to win us the FA Cup against Chelsea. So
yeah, this is what I don't get. Everyone wants him playing down the middle, yet we played him on the left and he scored goals.
Yeah,
but now we're playing him down the middle now. So technically, we should maybe try and put him on the wing and see what happens. If nothing doesn't work, then it comes down to the manager, or it just comes down to him, like what you said, Marley, is that he's lost.
It doesn't fit Arteta's system. Simple.
No. If you bring
Arteta's system relies on Lacazette. No, the thing is, we're so deep. Arteta's system is relying on a striker to be able to hold the ball up. So you ask me for Lacazette, right? Is it a wonder when Lacazette starts playing, we get more chances of creativity because he holds the ball up and brings people into play. Simple as that. So then Smith Rowe can run onto the ball.
So what annoys me about Arteta is that he like that game at Old Trafford, which I keep buffering about, right? And that game at Goodison Park, We keep sitting deep, and don't kill the game. We could have won that game at Old Trafford. We even got a point out of that game, right?
Yeah, I know. That's Arteta.
It's Arteta for you. It's Arteta for you. And at the end of the day, right, is he's not getting the best out of his players. We're relying on these players like Saka, right? He needs a proper rest, man. Smith Rowe, right? Yes, Arteta did the right thing to obviously rest Smith Rowe. And he come on, he got the second goal on Wednesday night to win us the game. But people like Saka need a rest. Bring in someone like Nicolas Pepe. Like, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not Pepe's biggest fan, but give the guy a fucking chance, man. Give the guy a chance, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just don't get me started on it.
But he could start being the Pepe as he was last season. Like last season when we got knocked out in the Europa League against Villarreal, there was no pressure. Pepe started scoring goals like every season.
Yeah, whoa. Hold the phone. That's because that's the only time he got bloody played.
Yeah. He's a confidence player.
Yeah, so what's the point in blaming him for that when there's no pressure on him, when he's not been played in those games? He's never was played in any high pressure games by Arteta. So how can you blame him for that? This is what I don't get about these fans, right? Oh, he's had no pressure on him. Because you're a dickhead of a manager decided to put him in those games, right? Put him in, if you really wanted to see if he could handle the pressure, put him in the games then. Don't leave him on the bench, put him in the games. No, every time he got confidence, your manager dropped him. Your manager, not mine. Their manager dropped him.
The manager's not going to go with Pepe, ain't he?
So, I mean, the Pepe situation is just ridiculous. How is it now? And Nketiah gets over Pepe coming on the pitch. And it's the same subs every fucking time.
It is.
Do you wonder why fucking teams work us out and try and beat us?
Look at Bannigan. He scored against Southampton in the under-23s in the behind closed door match.
Well, there you go. But look, in the end, what's going to happen is we're going to get so, predictable in the way we make subs, the way we play and everything, that every team will work out how to beat us. And you'll have no plan B. No plan B. That's the problem. That's why you have other systems. That's why you have different plans. Yeah. This is why you have also plans to affect the game differently if something happens in a certain situation happens in the game. But he hasn't got that tactical awareness. I mean, Marley, what do you make of that? On mute, mate.
Sorry, yeah. Well, first of all, what's up, King Sait? Nice to see you. Mate, I don't have the tools to explain why Pepe hasn't been getting any minutes really. Because I don't think he's a great player, but he's decent. He's played well for us in the past. But I think people Steven, what you're saying, you act like Pepe never played in big games for us before. He has. Pepe's been here a minute. He's had a couple of chances.
Yeah, but I'm not saying he's not had the consistent run of games that some of these players have had.
I'm not sure I agree with that. I think Nketiah is such a bad player that I just don't get how he's getting minutes before, even though he does a little more defensively and all of that. But Arsenal, our fan base, mate, we gotta be a little, we gotta chill a little more. We used to complain that we don't know what our starting 11 is. Now we kind of do, and people are complaining that we don't have alternatives. All of that, we gotta concentrate. We're complaining about the fact that we play Aubameyang on the left. Now he plays on the middle. We're complaining that he should go back to the left. It's in our nature to keep finding new reasons to complain.
You know why?
Arteta should probably go because he's not consistently getting the results.
Because he's not progressing. That's
put
the
a lot
problem.
of blame in him that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, but Marley, the reason we keep doing that is because we're not progressing as a football club. We're not progressing any further.
Can I say my 2 cents on Pepe?
Yeah, go on, say it.
I just think that the club wants to get rid of him. I think he's not the kind of player that the manager rates. I think that's clear. I think Pepe is a quality player, but he's also a player who's a bit controversial, where the stuff that he's good at is almost world class, and the stuff that he's bad at he's really bad at. So
Yeah.
if you can find a system where you can thrive with Pepe's quality, you get one of the best wingers out there, because he is good at his finishing is one. It's probably the best in the club, if we're honest. Pepe's left foot is sick. We can't deny that, and he
that
is
goal
good
against
at
West Ham in 1920 season.
getting to chances. The issues with Pepe is that he's quite one-dimensional. He's quite inconsistent in his dribbling. Sometimes he looks like a Hazard, and sometimes it's like he can't control the ball, which is a bit frustrating. I don't know if it's down to concentration or if it's down to he doesn't believe in himself anymore. But it's just weird to see him play sometimes, because he will play at a high level in the same game. He will play at a low level. He score a wonderful goal, but then he just do some sloppy passes. And I think that because he's a quite risky player, Arteta like safe players who will stay in position, who will value when they dribble, who will value when they pass, who will value when they shot. And I think that's also one of the reasons why Martinelli was benched for so long, because he's also quite a risk-taking player. But because of obviously circumstances, and now that Martinelli played so well, it's hard for him to bench him. But Pepe is an expensive player. He's on high wages. I think the club wants to get rid of him, and I honestly think the club wants to get rid.
As well.
Yeah.
Is that with Pepe as well? Is that you say that isn't like inconsistencies in a game, right? I think that's down to, again, the fact he's getting no confidence, because every time he's got 5 minutes or 5 or 6 games, he's dropped. Like he doesn't get the time to. Like, I think if you say it's confidence, but if he grows more confidence, he works away some of those, not all of them, but some of those bad tendencies. Because you get more confidence, the more confidence you get, the better the player you become.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame it on Pepe. I just think that he's a good player at the wrong place with the wrong manager. It happens sometimes. Like, I'll give you an example. Mohamed Salah, when he came to Chelsea, he was a good player, but it was the wrong club and the wrong manager. Then he went on to Roma, he smashed it there, and he come to Liverpool, and the rest is history. Sometimes I could see Pepe do something similar. If he gets to the right club under the right manager, I think he smash it, because he's a quality player. But I don't think this manager can get the best out of him, because this manager doesn't really want the creative players to be free. He kind of has his rich system. So like last game against West Ham is probably the first time I've seen Saka since probably Emery be able to be free and dribble past people and nutmegging them. We haven't really seen that side from Saka from a long time. It's more like run pass, get into position, run pass, get into position. While so I think the club, they are at a stage where they want to get rid of their highest earners. So I think they want to get rid of Aubameyang. I think one of the reasons why they've been so open with it and putting it out there in the media and the club making a statement is because they've seen an opportunity to get rid of Aubameyang with his wages, with his age, and they probably realized that it's not going to be the same Oba as we had like 2 years ago. So they're trying to make it uncomfortable for the player. The player feels disrespect. He wants to leave. They probably don't even mind him leaving for free without taking any, because his wages probably like 15-20 million a year. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if they let him go for free, or like they let him go on a loan, a 6-month loan with an obligation to buy at the end of the season. It would be like a nominal fee.
And then that's just the problem again. It's just like what am I? That would be typical Arsenal again. Literally, another player goes for free when he's worth about 80 million quid at one point. and then we don't sell them at the right time. No, it's absolutely, it'll be absolutely fast, absolutely. And then you wonder why
we
we're
need a
spending hundreds of
director.
millions of pounds.
That's why we need, because the problem is, Stephen, if we're being honest, you do not pay a player that amount of money if you're not challenging for the league and for the Champions League.
Well, what about Marshall? You think we get Marshall? I think we might get Marshall in January.
No, honestly, I like the route of hungry players. I don't want another player who feels that he's better than he is, who's not. Like Martial is a quality player, but he's also very lazy. I don't want a lazy player. He's another one who has lots of potential, but he's not really lived up to it. I want someone who's young, who's hungry, who's upcoming, like a Rafinha, for example, who is now Premier League proven, who scores goals, he creates. He wants to take that next step, and Arsenal would be a good step for a player like Rafinha. But like, what are we gonna do with Martial? Will he even start? And he's already on over 200 grand a week. I think we need to get players who their salary will match where we are as a club. So I don't believe in paying players 300, 400 grand if we are not competing for the league and the Champions League, because it makes no sense, because then you will give the player so much power because he's earning so much money that you're not where you're supposed to be while he is there salary wise. So that's what happened with Aubameyang. He has so much power. He knows that he's getting paid more than anyone at the club. Nobody's near him. And that's an issue. You give them too much power. We did that with Mesut Özil. We didn't learn. It's wrong. It happens. Nobody is who's running Arsenal at the top, Stephen. That's the problem. We do not have one footballing person
this
who
is the
runs
problem as well. This is why we won't get back to the top and everything. Like, team is coming together nicely. Yeah, right. Like, the youth project, mate. It's not called a process. Or do you switch between which one, whatever you prefer? Like, yeah, the delusional. Yeah, there's better. Yeah, the delusional trait has a better ring to it. Yeah, you know what I mean. For a 43-year-old King Tony. Big up QNTV as well. Yeah, Drake, read that. just to sum it up for you, mate.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the issue. As long as
if you can't handle that banner, then go somewhere else. That's my banner. There you go.
And let's be honest, we need to start selling players, or we're gonna have problem with FFP, because our net spend has been negative for quite a few years.
We're gonna have FFP because we don't hardly spend any money on world-class players anyway.
Excuse me, we spent 150 million in the last 2 seasons
on bang average players.
We spent 150 million last season, over 100 million last season.
FFP doesn't look if you bought a quality player or bang average player. They just look at what you spend, and we spend more now than we bring in, and that's a problem that nobody's talking about.
And FFP is going to catch up about it.
But weren't the rules slightly relaxed for this COVID period?
They are, but they're going to have to come back. And when they come back.
But when they come back, mate, they can't work on the same system based on 3 years. They got to start from the point where they're not relaxed anymore.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I mean? We need to, before we get to that play or stage, we need to start selling players, because we are a self-sustained running club. The owners are not going to pump in money to the club. They may help us get loans, but those loans, we're going to have to pay them as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for example, Joe Willock, we were lucky. He was playing so good that he kind of sold himself for that price. Yeah. But we missed boats with Nketiah to West Ham for 1 year ago when they wanted to pay 20 million. We missed that boat with with Ainsley Maitland-Niles to Wolves. That's another 19 million. We missed the boat with quite a few players, and I think we put ourselves in a bad situation with quality players like Torreira, like Guendouzi, Mavropanos.
Yeah, right.
We should have been able
Jay,
to.
You do know we're technically sixth, not really fourth, because you got to count. Yeah, like they haven't, like Tottenham ain't played their game in hand. Man United ain't played their games in hand. So technically, we're still about sixth. So
I think this weekend. Now
and
we're
even
gonna
then,
see.
even in Dre, even if you got fourth, it's third loser. So yeah, I'm glad you're celebrating it. I'm not.
Come on, Steven. Come on.
For me,
no.
listen.
I want to win the league.
Yeah.
Dude,
my target is to win the league, man.
Our team's not even as good as Leicester's team that won the league. Come on,
Charlie, Marley, I'm not celebrating top four, man.
We can reach as high
Especially,
as we can, right?
But I'm not celebrating it. This lot will jump up and have a party like they've won the World Cup.
No, but dude,
yeah, I think there's levels. It's levels to it. I think, for example,
I want anything that gets us in European football. Anything other than seventh that gets us in European football, then we can go and get the players we need to go and challenge for the title.
What I'm saying is, when your team's not competitive, Steven, you gotta find the small victories. Otherwise, we're all gonna want to kill ourselves.
Yeah, but these small victories, they seem to turn into like it's the freaking Champions League. That's called Arteta in fan for you.
I get both of what you're saying. I think there's levels to it. I think some fans are probably exaggerating where we are, while some fans are too pessimistic.
But this is like what I'm saying is, I just want us to be in Europe, so then we can get the players we need to go. Whether that's Champions League or Europa League, I prefer the Europa League, to be honest, because if we get Champions League, mate, like this manager would get fucking annihilated. Like we lost the 5-1 against Bayern Munich twice, home and away, right? And also then we lost away, then home and away in the next season, 15-3 on aggregate, right? Out of those 3 games, right? If that was with Wenger. If we did it with Arteta, oh my god, we would get annihilated every week. Every week, young boys would be running rings around us. Like, there's no way I would want to have this manager in the Champions League. No effing way. No way.
My best case scenario is that we finish 4th, and next year we get a really tough group and finish 3rd in the Champions League.
No, we'll finish 3rd, mate. We'll finish 4th.
No, we're not finishing 4th, mate.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. You can barely compete in Europa League, mate.
Guys, let's take one step at a time. We can go and lose to Leeds, and then it's back to Arteta out again. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Me,
like, Sait, like, you know, we're gonna. This is a game that we're gonna fuck up on. You know it. You just know it's coming.
Like, I think it's for me where I am now is that I know that Arteta is not getting sacked this season, no matter what. So I'm gonna wait until the season is over, and then I'm gonna have my say. Until then, I go game by game. If we play well, I praise the team.
I have my seatbelt on. I just go for the ride.
If we play bad, I'll say it as it is. I won't sugarcoat it.
I said if like whether you're 5th, 6th, 4th, don't really care. Right? If you finish 5th or 6th or 4th, right? Whether Europa League or Champions League, I'll just make this point now. You should have every single right to go into the summer market and go and buy the players you need to go and challenge.
Yeah.
Simple. Because if Chelsea can do it with Conte, with hardly any money, then if everyone loves to point out how great this bloody manager is, right, then we should be able to do it. If he's that fucking good. But he won't. So there we are then. Jobs are good. So like
he will be
found if he doesn't do that,
one way or another.
But if he doesn't do that and we celebrate and we sit there after next season celebrating top 4 because we finished 5th the year before, I'll be like, that's a failure. So I wanted to challenge for the league. It's a failure. Because we should have gone out and bought the players we needed to go and challenge for the league.
Listen,
right?
I think,
and that's why I'd still be Arteta out. He hasn't got the balls to tell the. I want someone who's got the balls to tell the board. No, I want to win in the league. I want to win a league.
it's not even just. It's not even just that. I just think that you have to be good enough. I do think that because if we go back almost 1.5 years, Arteta in his first few months, he was kind of attacking the board a lot in his interviews. You know, he was telling them the squad is good enough that they need to invest money. But as we know, they've probably told him that, listen, you need to chill or you out. And because he doesn't have a CV, he doesn't have a career as a manager.
Yeah, he'll just go, yes, boss, whatever, boss. What I'll do is whatever you say, boss.
Yeah, but that's the only Arsenal are not stupid, Steven. They're not going to employ Antonio Conte because they know that he will challenge them. That's the issue we have. They will never employ Tuchel as well because he will challenge them. That's why they didn't go for Pep when they had the opportunity, or Klopp when they had the opportunity,
or Vieira even actually. Vieira was available at the time.
Exactly. That's why they've gone for the easy guys like Unai Emery. Unai Emery is a nice guy. Mikel Arteta is a nice guy. That's the kind of manager they want, who will listen to what they say, who will implement the PR, who will implement the project, and who will make the club a sustainable club, who will generate money and grow globally without have to worry too much on what they actually do on the pitch. And that's the main problem. That's why, if you want to be successful, the people at the top needs to be successful first. So it starts from them. So they bring down the right attitude and implement it to the board, who implement it to the technical director, who implement it to the manager, who implement it to the player. Luca wants to touch the baby. Luca's been quiet today. What happened?
He's gone quiet. He's probably gone to help him. Oh Jesus! Big up, brother John. I hope you're well, mate. Nice guys finished last. Yeah, they do. Arsenal got against Sunderland in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, yipty do. Yeah, I'm not really fast, to be honest, mate. It's Carabao Cup, man. All we're gonna get is Europa Conference. So, I'm not bothered. So, but yeah, I hear what everyone's saying. It's just I want us to be challenging for the league. So, in the end, in the long run,
Arteta's babies, yeah. I'm Arteta. Mate, sorry, mate. I was listening to Twitter Space, mate. It was something important. So
why are you listening to Twitter Space? What are you doing? You're doing that on my show? What are you doing that on my show?
I'm sending my thoughts to shops. So
okay, yeah.
Will ya? Exactly.
Do you mind? Do you mind? Honestly. Yeah. I look. If I said I'd happy finish anywhere 4th, 5th, or 6th, and then next season we can go and challenge for the title. If we can't do that, then he needs to go. If he can't, no. So hang on. If he can't, he needs to go anyway, right? Either or, he needs to go, right? But if Arteta does not challenge for a league after getting 4th or 5th or 6th, because everyone's getting so irate at the fact we finished 4th because it's like winning the World Cup, right? Then I'm sorry, serious questions have got to be asked.
Stephen.
If he doesn't get sacked.
By the way, you
know I know he'll get 4th, he'll never get sacked again.
Stephen, I'm not Arteta, right? But
yeah.
Let me ask you a couple of questions here. Stay with me here. What's like the best transfer window you can imagine Arsenal doing next summer?
I'll take a game sack.
No. I'm not talking about that. Like, how many great players do honestly feel like Arsenal would bring in their best transfer window ever?
A quality midfielder. Maybe a quality striker. Three quality players.
Three quality players.
Three
How many
quality
of them
players.
do you reckon would be world class? Like 1 or 2 of them?
Probably one of them
Has to be realistic players.
Okay, no, I'm not even asking like specific players. So one let's say a world class striker, right? Like
no, I'd say a world class midfielder because I think that's what we needed.
World class midfielder, quality, like top class striker, and I don't know, like another good defender, something like that. You have Saliba coming back, all of that. Do you feel like that team? Like, do you feel like Pep Guardiola would be able to win the league with that team?
He'd be able to challenge it.
We're a little further behind, mate.
Midfield.
We need like 5 semi-world-class players to be able to compete for the title, in my opinion.
But I still think this. Yeah, but hang on. The thing is, sorry, I'll just say is that Conte, with the side we got, I still think we would challenge top 4.
With this side, 4, yeah, but not
with this side. He would challenge with this side just. He'd challenge for top 4.
The thing is,
so if you got 3 quality players, like Steven, 3 quality players in, I'd still think he'd probably challenge for the league. That's my thing.
The thing is, right, is that I think we need 3 players. I think we need a defensive midfielder, an attacking midfielder to score about 10 or 15 goals, and I think we need a striker. So
you need a defender, mate.
Huh?
You need another defender, mate. Trust me. Ben, you need what? You want Ben Sait still in there?
Bring Saliba back and get rid of Ben White.
He's not. He's not ready yet. He's only a kid.
He will be ready, mate.
You need a quality defender, experienced, like to help Saliba. He's not gonna be able to do that on his own. No way.
Yeah.
We're counting on Ben White improving on his form as well, mate.
Oh come on, really,
mate?
I'd rather buy a stick of rock.
Was he not good last season? Like, I know he's been bad this season,
but mate, he's shit. Come on, he's shit.
Are you telling me there's no chance he's going to improve, mate?
No, I don't want Ben Sait anywhere near my team.
He hasn't even played half a season yet, mate.
Yeah, and I've already worked it out. He's shit.
If we wanted a quality defender, right, which defender would you get, right?
Oh, don't be specific. Just need a central good... We need a quality central defender.
Right, let's talk about realistic, right? Centre half there. Which centre half would you take? Say if Arteta went in.
Oh, no, not Pacific.
Ibanez
We're not
from Roma.
Pacific.
Who?
Ibanez from Roma.
I've never heard of him. I never heard
Brazilian defender. Arsenal's been linked with them before.
Never heard of him.
Good shout, Alex.
Good player.
Lewis Dunk, I'll take him.
I think that's too heavy of a defense.
Yeah.
Gabriel.
But
would you take
like I said, what I'm saying is, what we were asking is, but what we were asking is, what we were asking was, what, like, not being specific, but what areas would you buy a quality midfielder? Would you buy a quality players in?
Defensive midfielder.
Quality players.
You go for someone
I said, no, not being specific, not being specific here. Just saying 3 like quality players. Right, so I'm sitting there and I've said we need a quality defender because the defense still needs work. We need a quality midfielder because we need someone next to Partey, and we need a quality striker. Right, we got Smith Rowe as an attacking midfielder.
Spine, basically.
Right, yeah, that does your spine of the team because we got no spine. We got no spine. We need that leader in the midfield, especially, and that leader in defense.
How many players?
As much as Gabriel's great, he's not a true leader.
Do you reckon we are away from challenging?
3 to 5 players.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The level of those players, I feel like we need
quality
a world-class striker, another quality winger, a number 10 that's most likely going to bench, like at the very least, that's most likely going to bench Odegaard, that's going to compete and probably beat Odegaard, a world-class center mid, and probably a top-class defender. So that's 5 players, but 5 expensive players.
If you played Saka and Martinelli together, Smith Rowe could be in the middle.
Well, but then you need another winger, mate. So it doesn't really matter.
Smith Rowe, if we if we are talking about challenge, Smith Rowe, Saka, and Martinelli as a trio isn't good enough to challenge for the Premier League. We need to remove at least one or two of them and have them more as an impact players. Like even as good as Foden is, and I think he's better than anyone that we have, he doesn't start every game for Man City. That's the level. As good as Diogo Jota is, he doesn't start every game for Liverpool. That's the level. As good as Mason Mount is, he doesn't start every game for Chelsea.
Which players, right? Those three players, right?
We're not asking about specifics. We're just being generalising.
I know we're not. I know it's something different. I know it's your channel, but
because like it could be any sort of player. It could be any player.
If you had to pick three players, who would you pick?
I take in Fabian Ruiz as the centre mid.
Yeah.
I'll probably look at Rafinha or Anthony as a winger.
Yeah.
And then as a striker, that's hard because I don't think we can get a world-class striker. So we need to get a striker who will thrive in the way the team wants to play.
Can I just make a point?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got to quickly make Danny, I know if you jumped in at the last minute here. You may not noticed. I do know that. You could have 11 Messis on the pitch. Arteta could not win the league. Never. Not in your life. I do know we need to change the manager, right? But knowing us, we get top four, like this lot, we'll have a frigging wank over it, right? And we'll never get rid of the guy, right? So there we go. But carry on, say you were saying.
Yeah, so
11 Messis on the pitch would be a horrible defending team.
You will need to.
Oh no, you mean like no? I mean like the top quality. Well, you know what I mean, like world class in their position. Like,
yeah, he means even if you give us Manchester City squad
drop out
and add Messi to it, he's still not winning the league. I think that's what it means, basically. At the end of the day, I think we've reached a stage in football where the manager is more important than the players, because the managers take the players 2-3 levels above what they are. Yeah. So I think we need to look at the striker. We probably need 2 strikers because I don't think we can get one striker who's good enough. So you look at maybe you get in like if you can get like yeah, I don't think we can get one striker that's good enough. But if you can get in 2 strikers who will complete each other, I think that would be nice. So if you can get in like a Calvert-Lewin and then look at someone else like a Watkins or some young strikers like Jonathan David, then you have 2 options, 2 strikers who will challenge each other and will bring different qualities to the team. Because we're not getting a Haaland, we're not getting a Blahovic,
unfortunately,
we're not getting a Lautaro Martinez. We just
don't
not
have to have all them in your team to win the league.
No, and I didn't say that either.
Team,
I just said that I don't think we can get the striker that we need in one striker, so I would look at getting 2 instead.
If you want to
compete for Martinez, I think we can compete for him. Not Haaland, Vlahovic, but Martinez. I think we can we
need to get to the Champions League to get a chance.
But Steven
and let's not forget that Man City will go for a striker.
Steven doesn't want Champions League football, though. He wants to.
I didn't say I wanted to. I just said it doesn't really matter to me.
I think if
I'm not
you look
winning
at Man City,
thing. I know.
If Haaland goes to Real Madrid, then Man City will probably go for Martinez.
I'm not fast. So you tell me. I'm not fast. Whatever it is.
Look,
I mean, listen.
Players, if we want, go on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, as much as I'm not a big fan of Arteta, if he managed to play good and get us to Champions League, then I will praise him. I just don't see that yet. And I'm just being honest. If we, the display we put against West Ham, if we can start doing that in a consistent basis, then there is hope. But if it's going to be like, oh, we played well, like we did, and then we go and lose to like Everton, then there's no point. Then we're just where we are. So that's why I'm just going to use the season to assess him and assess the team and see who grows, who plays well, and who underperforms. And then we'll see where we are and where we need to improve.
Anyway,
and
we're coming up to the end of it anyway, because it's been over an hour anyway. So we're gonna have to wrap it up pretty much from there. Score predictions, guys. Marley, start with you. What are you going with?
2-2.
2-2. Okay. Sait?
Well, Leeds are missing even more players than after the Chelsea game. So they are missing Phillips, Bamford, some of the defenders. Rafinha is a doubt. Like, we have to smash them. Yeah, 4-0. We just they are playing with the youth team.
So
if we don't
putting
smash
his balls
them
out there,
I'm gonna have a go.
Say you're putting your balls out there, knowing this is Arteta. Like, you're putting your balls out there, man.
But that's what I demand, Steven. So if we cannot smash Leeds
mate, I don't disagree, mate.
23, then that's a disappointment.
Say, I don't disagree with you. I would predict the 4-0, but I stay. I'm trying to know what I try and go with what more Arteta is going to end up doing. You know what I mean?
Probably a boring 1-0 again.
It'd probably be it'd probably be about 2-0, something like that. I'd say.
Yeah.
2-0. 2-0 Arsenal. Like, so I just don't see anything else. But they should battle them. Don't get me wrong. I would still be disappointed. I still want them to go battle with that team that they've got. Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And
Marley.
Prediction 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. What point is going to go?
Mate, it's Arsenal. For crying out loud, we're going to concede. So there you go. So,
hang on, you said you were going to lose against West Ham.
It's Arsenal away.
You said you're going to lose against West Ham.
Yeah, but this is Leeds. Come on, mate.
We didn't even see the goal there.
No, but I think we're going to concede.
Arsenal is such a weird team. Either we keep a clean sheet or we concede a lot. It's never like in the middle. I think we have like 7 or 8 clean sheets already this season, but also we just have +1 in goal difference. It's so weird.
Well, we need to start smashing Leeds so we can get the goal difference up.
Yeah.
So why do you predict 2-1?
No, I'm saying, Stephen, that's my prediction. What I'm trying to say is, Stephen, is that we need to score more goals. You're not getting the point.
You just gotta love it.
Getting the point.
I understood what you meant, Luca.
Yeah.
I understood.
Marley, you are
you
a
just want to wind you up.
It makes sense. You're a realist.
Yeah, but how are you a realist when you say, hang on, you say we need to smash Leeds and we go, oh, we're going to win.
No, you're not getting the point. Marley knows what I'm on about, mate.
No. He said that if Arsenal smashes Leeds, then we get a good goal difference. That's not what he thinks is going to happen, though.
Exactly.
Like, those are
Steven,
two different things.
Steven.
Yeah. Behave, will ya? Luca, shut up. Shut up. Hey, it ain't going to work. Mate. Oh, don't.
Steven, what's your prediction?
I think I said 2-0, didn't I? Did I say 2-0?
Yeah, you said 2-0.
Said I 2-0. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'll go 3-0. Fuck it. Let's put it out there. 3-0, man. 3-0. +4 goal difference. Let's go. Like, that's what a goal difference is, yeah? Like, predicting a goal difference. Luca.
Yes, Stephen, yes.
Go watch the house.
This, you what? You'll sit there with your +2 goal difference. I'll sit there with +4.
We'll see. We'll see what the score is. Knowing when the team news comes out tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Stop laughing at me. The Mark talk sense. Don't know what sense is. That's right. What are you doing? Well, stop playing random sounds so I can get copyrighted. We are. Shut up. Okay.
You're playing it as well, so shush.
Yeah, but their clips are not getting copyrighted on. I don't know what shit you're playing.
Big up King Tony, mate. You're a realist.
No one could copyright me for this.
Takehiro Tomiyasu.
Got it, yeah, man.
He's actually been quality.
Yeah, he's one of our best players.
Yeah, it was good against West Ham again.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna leave it there. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Marley, where can I find you?
All right, find me at Football United TV. Actually, you have about 15 minutes. Take a break, go to the restroom if you need to, grab a snack, and go to Football United TV, where I'm gonna be hosting Gunner from all corners. Follow me on Twitter.
They fired me from that job.
I'll check in.
They fired me from that job, you say.
Yeah.
No. They didn't give me a pay rise afterwards either.
Nah.
Sait, where can I find you, mate?
Well, I don't know if you're gonna fire me. That seems to be the new trend. But otherwise, you can find me here on SFeatleyTV. Steven forced me to come on streams. He's holding me hostage. I'm not here on my will. You see, even my daughter's laughing. I know, no, he's holding me hostage. I know. What are we gonna do? Yeah. But guys, as always, like, subscribe, share, you know the deal. It's all for charity. And you can barely find me anywhere on social media.
Wicked. Luca, where can I find you?
Yeah, can't stop laughing. But no, follow me on YouTube. This is Luca's Life. We're about 8 or 10 subscribers away from 1.3k, and I just put out a late stream for my West Ham match review from today, which was a couple of days ago. Make sure you go back and watch that. Just smash that like button. Follow me on Twitter, Martinelli AFC, and thanks for having me on, mate.
Are you a Martinelli fanboy now? What are you going to say to Cristiano?
What I want to play at the end. There's something what I want to play for end.
No.
Here you go.
No.
What happened to Ronaldo?
I didn't hear it. What did you hear?
Oh, for God's sake.
I didn't hear that either. I told Luke I was a Ronaldo fanboy. How can you be a Martinelli fanboy on Twitter?
I know what he wanted to play. It's this one, isn't it?
Go and have a look.
Yeah. Who's?
I ain't getting hyped, so get lost.
Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo!
That's never gonna grow old.
What are you on about? What's he playing? I don't know what's he playing. I don't know what he's playing. What's he on about? He's probably some shit. I don't know.
It's so bad. YouTube already muted it.
Yeah, like I'm gonna share that. If you actually want to watch that, guys, go check it out. It's a 4-minute video. Like me losing my shit about the F1 because it's actually fake comment on it. I'm glad you think it's fucking funny. Like, well, they are cheats. Like they are cheats. The FIA are cheats. They all want to manufacture it so they get the result they want. So anyway, but make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe. But yeah, at least though, like I wasn't caught out.
Luke, do you think we should sign Bend Over from Gillian?
What? Yeah. Oh, you mug, you've been clickbaited.
No way.
I'll tell you what, I'd rather lose my shit than do that.
I've got one here.
See you later. Take care. Bye bye.